Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. Welcome back to Movie Monday. Today we're watching a very random movie that I discovered like 2 days ago. So I saw a video on Twitter. Let me take this off. I don't need to wear a hat right now. I saw a clip of a movie from Twitter and it was Bruce Willis and his wife. Obviously not his actual wife, his character's wife. And he's a detective and he finds out just through his detective work that his wife is cheating on him. So he realizes the guy is still in the home. He's hiding in the closet, and he literally asks her who's in the closet, and she thinks he's crazy or whatever, but he's a detective. He's just like, the shower's steamy but your hair's not wet. Simple observations that make him, well, don't make him sound crazy, but actually because he's a detective, it's just like what he's saying makes sense. But she just goes off saying he needs therapy, he's crazy, she's denying it, she's going crazy. And then Bruce Willis goes, I'm going to count to 3, and on 3 I'm going to shoot the closet. And when he starts counting, she still screams at him saying, you're crazy, you're crazy. As soon as he shouts 3, she's like, no. Like I don't know, like the way I explained the scene, it doesn't really sound that crazy, but actually seeing that scene on Twitter, I was just like, wow, what on earth? What movie is this? So it's a movie not about an affair. I think that's just a subplot in the movie. It's about, let me pull it up right here. So it stars Bruce Willis and Damon Wayne. So a private detective's, it's called The Last Boy Scout, of course. A private detective's protected female witness is murdered, prompting him and the victim's boyfriend, I assume the victim's boyfriend is Mr. Wayne, not Batman, of course, to investigate the crime. So the detective and the victim's boyfriend is investigating the crime. The detective is supposed to protect her, and the boyfriend of her investigate the crime, and it leads to a corrupt politician and a crooked football team owner. NFL, I'm assuming. So yeah, when I saw that scene to find out the movie, I never thought that would be the synopsis. It's an action comedy about a hostage that, a witness that dies, and her protector and her boyfriend team up in like a buddy cop to find what's going on, and they find corruption. That is not the synopsis I expected when I saw that scene, but I just thought, oh, this scene is quite mad. So let me see the rest of this movie. If that's like a side story as well, I'm just like, okay, I'm already hooked, and I haven't even seen the movie yet, and I had not even heard of it until I researched. Like, what? Anyway, I hope it's good. It's only 1 hour for 45 minutes, but it's classed as an action comedy. But the scene that I saw with the wife in the closet and the guy who she was having an affair with, it didn't feel like an action comedy. But yeah, I look forward to watching this movie, and I'm doing that right now. Okay, this movie is bizarre. I am a little bit confused. The intro is an NFL game, and it ends with a player running for a touchdown, but he runs at players and then he gets a gun out while on the field and shoots 3 players. He gets a gun out and shoots them in front of a live full capacity stadium. And then he surrenders to the police and he shoots himself. This is the same movie with that wife affair scene. What category is this movie in? So I've just seen that scene. It happens quite early in the movie. So when I saw that scene, the guy just got out of the closet and that's it. It cuts off there. So I got more context to what happens after. So the guy who she has an affair with is actually a guy that he knows. And that guy just died. I don't think Bruce Willis even killed him. He got in a car and his car blew up. What? Okay, that really escalated. What I was gonna say is, there was a guy offering him the job of protecting this girl, and I assume this girl that dies later on in the movie. That's spoiled by the synopsis. But he's being offered the job to protect her at this point. And the guy who's his friend, who's offering the job, is the one who's having an affair with his wife. Okay, and then the next thing you know, he's punched him, and then he's just like, goodbye. He got in the car. The guy's having the affair with his wife. He got in the car, and the car blows up. The car was wired with a bomb. Okay then. How does this connect to an NFL player shooting three players and killing himself? I don't know. 40 minutes into the movie, just over an hour left actually. So she's died. So he's not actually gotten, like, he's spoken to her about the job, but that's about it. He had a discussion. Then he got distracted because someone was trying to rob him outside the meeting area. So like he was occupied. Meanwhile, the boyfriend, who is actually an NFL star who was banned for gambling charges, he was with her, and they were driving home, except he was in a different car. He was driving behind her, saying he'll protect her. She gets shot up by some gangsters, or I don't know why she got shot up. It was a hit. It was a hit, and the boyfriend couldn't protect her. Bruce Willis, who was occupied, he took out the guy who was trying to rob him, but obviously he had to run. By the time he got to the scene, she was already dead. So like the way the synopsis made it out, like he was protecting her and then she died, but actually he wasn't even there in the first place. But he could have been there. But yeah, he took out some of the hitmen. There was multiple hitmen. But yeah, so this brings Bruce Willis and Damon. What's his name again? Damian Wayne. Damon Wayne. Sorry, the guy from White Chicks. So this brings them both together to find the answers, and I assume it leads to corruption, leading to, obviously related to the NFL team as well. There's corruption in the NFL, which is connected to this, which is quite intriguing. So I'm very intrigued to see where the next hour goes with this. Also, the girl is played by Halle Berry, so a very young Halle Berry. This came out in 1991. But yeah, like, I love Bruce Willis, so the fact I haven't heard of this movie is quite bizarre from me, but the movie itself is also bizarre. A few more things to add. The girl who got killed, she was blackmailing someone to try and get him, Damon Wayne, back into the NFL because he was banned. So that's probably what got her killed, so he kind of blames himself. Also, Bruce Willis is having problems with his own, because obviously his wife cheated on him, and he has a daughter as well who is very resentful of him. Just had a scene where the two of them go back to his house, and it's just a loud argument between him and his daughter. First of all, it turns out that Bruce Willis is a fan of him. The guy who's been helping Damon Wayne's character, Bruce Willis was a fan of him as an NFL player, which is actually quite funny because he can't stand him, but he was his hero, which is also quite intriguing because he's a lot older than him as well. But yeah, he stopped watching NFL when he got banned. I just thought that was quite an interesting reveal there. But yeah, later on, the villains are revealed because they find out that they're onto them. They throw Damon off a bridge. He survives. And then they kidnap Bruce Willis. They kill a cop and frame Bruce Willis for it. And they've kidnapped Bruce Willis. And now they want to kill a senator because the senator's investigating the gambling, all the corruption regarding the NFL. Not the whole NFL, but like this club owner. And this club owner is the villain. He's the main villain. He's kidnapped Bruce Willis. So they want to kill the senator and frame Bruce Willis for this. Meanwhile, Damon is investigating. He's trying to save the day. Damon and Bruce's daughter. I keep calling them by their actual actor names, but yeah, Alan Beck is Bruce Willis's character's name, if you were curious. Also, like, there's another bit of the plot where Bruce Willis's character, he's a private detective now, but he was a cop with a very good career. He saved the president's life once, and then his career got ruined by this same senator he's now trying to save. And I just thought I'd bring it up because I just heard that funny. There's a chase scene at the end because there's a bomb heading towards, you know, a Coliseum building. So they got to stop that bomb. Meanwhile, the cops think that Bruce Willis is the guy who's behind it all because they framed him for the killing of another cop. But yeah, there's a big chase scene going on, which I love chase scenes in movies. They're brilliant. And I love buddy cop movies. I love action comedies, and this has got all of that. So I really enjoy it. I love the thing I love about buddy cop movies is like it's two characters that don't get along at all. They got to team up to defeat the villain. I just love stories like that, especially Rush Hour and Bad Boys. This is a gem, a hidden gem that I never knew existed and I never knew I needed. But yeah, Damon said, you are so dumb. You're trying to avenge the guy who effed your wife and you're trying to save the guy who ruined your career. Which is true, I guess. That finale was quite funny, the way they take everyone out. And also, like, there's an assassin in the stadium in an NFL game trying to take out a senator. So he goes to fight him, and obviously at this point the cops still think it's Bruce Willis, but you know, this finale proves him innocent. But when he finally kills the villain, the way the villain dies as well is fighting him on top of like lights, whatever, set up, you know, sound for the stadium, sounds and lights. Then police shot him with machine guns. They didn't shoot Bruce Willis, they shot the villain. He fell off, and then there's a helicopter there. He fell into the helicopter blades. Quite brutal. The loud crowd turned silent, and then at the top, Bruce Willis starts dancing. He starts dancing. Everyone's like, "What's he doing?" People start cheering. I'm just like, okay, that is a bizarre ending to a bizarre movie. And he's now hugging his wife. Has he forgotten what she did earlier? And the big boss called Marconi, who owned the NFL club, he has just died after I've spoken. There was a black briefcase with cash in it, his cash in it, that they stole. But there was 2 briefcases. One's got money in it, one goes boom. Marconi stole back the wrong briefcase. So the one with the money in it stayed in the car. It was in the back, it was in the trunk. But in the back seat was another black suitcase. Marconi took that home, and he opened it, it exploded. The only sad thing about that was there was 2 dogs next to him. His guard dogs both died too. But yeah, you didn't see that, but explosion. Yeah. This is very bizarre, but I had a good time. It's not quite over yet, but I don't think there's much else happening. For me, this is an 8 out of 10. It's a good time, and I did not even know it existed until 2 days ago, so that tells you something. I had a good time. I'm glad I found this movie, I really am. I'm really glad I found this movie. So yeah, no double or triple episode this week. Like I mentioned, I would do at some point this year, but don't worry, we'll get there. It's just that I ran out of time again. But now that there are videos that take a long time to make, that there's less videos of that now, because on my main channel, most of my content is between March and September, and now that period is gone, I'll have more time to do this channel because I have less time for that channel. I still want to make videos for that channel as well, but I mean, like, it's less time consuming on that channel for the next half year or so. So I should be able to get more episodes out and keep to the one movie a week schedule. I reduced to 1 movie a week to make more time for myself, and I still couldn't keep up somehow. But I'll sort it out. I'll sort it out by next year. But by end of the year, there'll be 52 episodes again. All right. I'm just making sure 52 episodes, unless it's a leap year. But it's not a leap year, so 52 episodes. It should happen. It should happen. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.
You down.